everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a certified professional coach. I will be here every Saturday talking about transformation. How to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you are looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by my website, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday. And I want to thank you all for listening every week. Thank you for your support and for making Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast, part of your Saturday routine. I am extremely thankful and grateful for your warm welcome. My hope is to bring you the tools that enriches your life and that helps you become more empowered. So thank you for sharing with your friends and family, and let's continue to spread the knowledge and the inspiration. In this episode, I will be talking about the people in your life. Hi, and welcome. Thank you for joining me this Saturday, and I wish for you to feel well, energetic, and ready for today's topic, which is the people in your life. Have you done an evaluation of the people you surround yourself with? How do the people you interact with contribute to your growth? How do they help you get closer to accomplishing your goals? How are these people contributing to a healthier, emotional, and stable environment for you? These are some of the questions I asked myself when I started realizing how the people in my life were influencing my mood and even my performance. If the people you surround yourself with are not bringing out the best in you or aren't helping you stretch into becoming a better version of yourself, I think it is important to evaluate who we allow to have access to us. Making an assessment of the people you are interacting with is part of the process of transformation. Sometimes we need to cut ties or keep ourselves away from people we love and care for. There will always be people in our lives that we cannot remove completely, of course, but we can make adjustments as far as the way we allow ourselves to interact with them or the way we respond to their comments or their opinions. For some people, this is a very touching topic because what I am about to propose might sound extreme to some of you. Like I said in prior podcasts, you don't have to do everything that I say. Neither do you have to agree with me. Just use what works best for you or adjust the things that I come up here in a way that you feel comfortable with. At the end of the day, the purpose of this podcast is for you to transform your life and therefore to be happier and healthier. But your transformation process is your own, and you do it on your own terms and timing. In my experience, the best way to help yourself is to stay away from people who don't contribute or bring any value into your life. And when I say this, I include parents, siblings, lifetime friends, romantic partners, and even coworkers. Is this something that is easy to do? No, not at all. It is very, very difficult. First, you need to realize that it is a process. And second, you need to understand it is a measure that you are taking because it is necessary for your well-being. Sometimes It is best for you to avoid spending as much time with certain people, even if it's your mom and your dad, because their comments and opinions, instead of building you up into becoming the better version of yourself, they instead enable or enhances insecurities and makes you question your worth and capacities to be a good parent or a good partner or even a good person in general. It could be very difficult to realize that the person you love, your longtime partner, is no longer serving you in a positive way. Rather, it is a person who has fed you with criticism and therefore increased your levels of insecurity. It is very sad to realize that rather than feeling like you have an ally as a brother or a sister, you feel threatened by them. If at work your colleagues aren't playing as part of a team and you feel like they are just competing in a harmful way or just waiting for you to make a mistake to throw you under the bus, then it is normal to feel stressed and concerned. Now tell me, how are any of these people helping you become better? Well, I honestly think that everyone enters our lives to help us grow and to teach us lessons. But sometimes we need to be that person who teaches others about self-love. But doing this is not easy. It requires you to have difficult conversations that others might interpret as disrespectful or inappropriate. But why is it inappropriate to let the people you love and you care for know that it is time for them to start respecting you and to stop saying or behaving inappropriately? You know, it goes both ways, and this is something I already mentioned in a previous podcast. If having the difficult conversation is something that makes you feel too uncomfortable, then perhaps it is time to ask yourself, why does it have to make you feel uncomfortable to express the way you feel to the people you love, you trust, and that are part of your daily routine? You know, I get it. It's easier to stay quiet and avoid the conflict, but in the long run, it is like dragging a big rock that doesn't allow you to go further than what you're accustomed to. Is it fair for you to continue to give access to the people who are constantly bringing you down or bringing out the doubts upon you? Why continue to walk on eggshells? Part of transforming your life is to become very selective as to who you allow to have access into your life. Be protective of your environment. Transforming your life also requires keeping yourself protected from people who have gotten accustomed to talk down to you and disrespect you. Sometimes there are unhealthy relationships that we never noticed were unhealthy until we learned better. Now that you're learning better, it is time to start to make changes. At the end of the day, we all live individual lives surrounded by people. It is up to you who you want to give access to and who no longer will have that privilege. Because you are a privilege. Let me repeat that. It is a privilege to have you, and it won't be until you realize your worth, your value, and the respect you deserve that you will be able to empower yourself into making the decision to part ways from people that are not serving you. And please, 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 don't misunderstand this. I'm not saying that we need to use people. No. What I'm saying is that if people are there to constantly hurt you, disrespect you, that are not able to appreciate you and value you, then they are not serving positively upon your life. They are not bringing any value. Why have them? Why allow them to have access to you? Why allow them to paralyze your process and your progress?
Why allow them to stop you from progressing into becoming the version you are meant to become? I know it's hard to step up and speak up, but it is very important to step in your transformation process. You must surround yourself with people who are deserving of your company. If you want to become a person that does good to the world, how are you going to be able to accomplish that when the people in your life are hurting you, holding you, criticizing you, and projecting their insecurities upon you? No, darling, you deserve better. And it is time to say bye-bye to the toxic people and welcome the ones that align with that person you envisioned yourself becoming. So, which are the 5 takeaways from today's episode? Number 1 is to evaluate your circle. Make an assessment of the people you surround yourself with to determine how they influence your growth, your goal accomplishment, and your emotional stability. Understanding the impact of your social circle is crucial to personal development. Number 2, surround yourself with individuals who contribute positively to your life, helping you become a better version of yourself. If someone is not bringing out the best in you, it's essential to reconsider their role in your life. Number 3, making difficult decisions. Sometimes it's necessary to distance yourself from even close family and friends if they are being detrimental to your well-being. Adjusting how you interact with them and respond to their negativity can be vital to your mental health. Number 4, communication. Engaging in difficult conversations to set boundaries and express your need for respect, even if it feels uncomfortable, is so important. Such discussions are part of asserting your worth and ensuring healthy relationships in your life. Number 5, self-worth and protection. Recognize your value and protect your environment from negative influences. It is important to choose who has access to your life based on who aligns with your goals and helps you thrive towards them, ultimately fostering an empowering and positive environment. So to summarize it, evaluating the people in your life is vital. It's a vital step towards personal transformation. Surround yourself with those who uplift and support you while being prepared to distance yourself from negative influences, even when that means close relationships. Remember, recognizing your own worth and creating a positive, supportive environment is key to achieving your goals and becoming the best version of yourself. So make a conscious choice about who you allow into your life and embrace those who help you thrive. So, as Oprah Winfrey said, surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. There is another quote from Dan Pena that says, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." And lastly, I want to share another quote from my favorite author, John Maxwell, that says, "Your life is influenced by the people closest to you. Prioritize those who empower and inspire you." If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of transformation and empowerment for you. So remember that we have a date every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode in which I will be talking about detachment. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find me there as empowered.selflove. I also encourage you to visit my webpage, empowered-selflove.com,
Empowered-SelfLove.com and explore more about what coaching is all about. In the Services tab, you can sign in for the free discovery session, which is only available on Wednesdays. During the discovery session, I will explain everything you need to know about coaching, the type of coaching I specialize in, and the packages I have available for you. You can find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share it with your friends and family. Remember that we have a date every Saturday, and I can't wait for us to meet again. See you next week!